listen to that. That's a forgotten sound. Yep. Am I recording? Yes.
Good morning. What day is it? You're right. Friday. Yes, what are you going to do?
There's an old curiosity shop. Every once in a while I go by there for the fond recollections that lie there in that old curiosity shop.
Well, good afternoon, good folk. I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, welcoming you back to a living room corner thrift haul. How is everyone today? Let me know how you're doing. I'll tell you what, woo! We've had storms here, and 2 weeks ago, I had my fireplace lit, and tomorrow it's going to be 97 degrees. Woo! What is the weather like in your area? Somebody in Colorado said it was going to snow. I think they were in Colorado. And then I always forget my international folks, which I don't mean to. Folks in England and Ireland and, oh, don't even get me started, Australia, all over the place, Germany. Welcome everybody all around the globe. Seems like talking about the weather is something that we enjoy doing. Anyway, I've got some things to show you that are for sale right now in the Old Curiosity Shop. But first, it's iced tea time in my rubberized tumbler. You remember these? From the 60s or the 50s? I think the 60s. And of course, I have to be picking at something. We gave the ginger snaps a break. Today, I'm picking at some mixed nuts inside of a 1930s green depression glass cheese compote missing its underpants. So when you find these, you can put individual cupcakes on them. You can get them in all different colors. You already know that. So I'm gonna have a snack. Oh, I'll have one almond. And what am I gonna do with these? Let me put them in the china closet. You can't see. I have room right here on this shelf. Okay, no I don't. Never mind. All right, enough of that. Get on with it. Hold on for a second. I don't want to spit peanuts all over the screen. Okay. Put that on the floor and don't spill it. What have I got? Let's start with this bad boy right here. I love this lamp, and it can be yours. I'm going to have a hard time getting you to see the whole thing. I will insert some photographs. In fact, let's do that right now. We'll cover up my ugly face and put a picture of the lamp all lit up. See there? Okay, there's one photograph. And there's another one. Now, what we see here is a traditional sort of 3 candelabra or 3 candlestick, sort of, just typical colonial revival. You would see these in brass. They're still making them today. But some company stylized this in a modern style, not really Art Deco, but they've chrome plated it and sort of redesigned the sort of the drops here, where this would normally be the candlestick. The arm would normally come up, much farther below that. So they've stylized it, redesigned sort of an old-fashioned looking lamp and turned it into this wonderful modern piece. So listen, if you want to jazz up your interior, and we have one switch here which turns on all 3 lights on, all 3 lights off. That's the way it was wired, and that's the way the sockets work. They're all either all on or they're all off. And of course, you get this wonderful indirect light because of the chrome-plated shades. Also, there's piercing here, and so you get really cool shadows on the wall. But a traditional lamp given a modern flair. You know, I love this thing. I cleaned it, made sure the wiring was okay. You're going to see little, not pitting because it's smooth, but this is just the remnants of oxidation. You know how metal gets. And I didn't want to scrub too much and put scratches on it or remove too much of the finish, so it's not going to rust or corrode again. I mean, it's going to take another 50 years for it to get any oxidation on it. But I love this thing. The measurements and all that are in the website. Now this is a buy it now. So if you go on, depending on when you see this video, if you're interested in it and you go on, you know, and it's not there, that means somebody already got it. You know, sometimes I do auctions and sometimes I do buy it nows. And I'm starting to do more buy it nows than I ever have before. And, you know, so I'm just trying it out. One of the things that you can do, and this is not a trick to try to get you to do something, it doesn't necessarily benefit me directly, I guess indirectly it does. You can subscribe to my eBay store, and all that means is you add me as, you know, a store that you watch, and you'll get notifications when I list new things. You know, sometimes I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I whip out the laptop and I start listing. And you can turn on notifications or you can turn them off. So I don't get your name, your number, your email. I don't get, you know, I don't think eBay does anything for you, depending on how many subscribers you have to the store. They might, I honestly really don't know. But what it does for you is it lets you know when I'm listing new things. And so if I list something as a buy it now, you'll find out if you turn on the notifications and you get an email. If you want to, if you don't worry about it. You know, I tell you what, I made a mistake the last time I was at one of those stores. I don't know which one it was. You know how they all want your email, and I don't know, I gave out my email. And I'll tell you what, I get emails 3 or 4 every day about this pair of pants that's on sale and that pair of pantyhose that's on sale. And, you know, I don't want a whole bunch of notifications, so I had to figure out how to turn that mess off. So you can do that as well. You can control all of that through the eBay site. Just wanted to let you know that you can do that. All right, the next lamp, we're doing a lot of lamps. I'm weeding out the electric lighting. This one, love, love, love. You're gonna love it too. This looks like something that could have been on FDR's desk. This is right out of the 1930s. It's a 1930s desk lamp. Hey, you have a music lover? Look at the lyre here right in the middle. Anybody else in high school marching band like I was? It'd be great for a music teacher that likes antiques. So we have a metal base, and I did restore the patina on this. Do you remember that? When I did that, I made a video of it. We only have one tiny flea bite on the onyx here on the corner. This is this wonderful stripedy green onyx that desk sets were made out of and whatnot. And, oh, I'm sorry, there's another little flea bite right there. I didn't see that one. And then we've got the metal lyre here in the middle, and you know, the old shade with the listen to that. That's a forgotten sound. Yep. Am I recording? Yes. Okay, so you can aim it any way you want. When I got it, it had, I think it had no socket, or it had a new socket in it and a nasty cord. I, of course, go back and restore it with an antique socket, perfectly good shape, old pull chain. Details matter. Details matter. And it's even rewired with reproduction. This is brand new. Yeah, gold silk covered cord, and this stuff ain't cheap. I pay a lot for this per spool. And you even get an old Bakelite plug on there with the acorns on it. So this looks like 1933. And I love this thing. So anyway, I honestly cannot remember if I listed this as a buy it now or as an auction. So it's in the shop. Yeah. And this is the way it's wired here, so this is perfectly safe. Those caps won't come off. I've been using it I've had it for a year. I bought it last summer, and I've been living with it for a year, but I'm ready to part with it. That's a handsome lamp. All right, let's finish up the lamps. How am I selling these? Okay, just do this real fast. I'm selling the pair of these. Here's one, I got another one. Here's the photographs right here, okay? There you can see them all lit up with shades on them. That's to give you an idea what they look like with those wonderful old parchment shades. These are glass lamps, boudoir vanity lamps from the 1940s. This chunky glass, we start to see that as we are into the 1940s. There's some floral etching here on the plastic. I'm sorry, it's not plastic, this is glass. It's hard for you to see it. We've got nice old nickel sockets up here that are in perfect working order, and the electrical cords are just fine. I'm selling the two lamps all alone, together, as a buy it now price with no shades. The shades, which are right here, are in another listing and they're being auctioned. Why? If I sold the lamps and the shades together, somebody might not like these shades and they're forced to buy the shades because I'm selling them together. So these are separate. You can find your own shades, the shades that you like, or you can go over to the auction and bid on the two parchment shades, which you've already seen how they fit. So that's how I'm selling those lamps. And remember, I bought the shades weeks ago in Ephrata, and it was sort of new old stock, these old 1940s parchment shades, and then the lamps I just got a couple of days ago. So these will actually, this is threaded, and this will screw onto the top of any, your light sockets are threaded, see there? And then this is as well. So this fits down over and it will screw on. Yeah, that's the way it's done. And then your light bulb goes over top of that. So these wonderful shades, 6 inches tall, 10 inches across the bottom. I forget the up top. But these two matching shades are in an auction. So if you'd like, buy the lamps, bid on the shades, or buy the shades and don't buy the lamps. Tell you what, antique parchment shades in that condition, impossible. And impossible. You don't find them. I've really been enjoying, no, this is not the same as the other one, or the other two. This is another one I found. 8 inches tall. I love these tall, elegant. Boy, wouldn't Salem have loved eating his chicken paste or whatever, his fancy feast out of that? Rest his heart, rest his soul. It's a pretty one, 8 inches tall, EAPG with I like. The etching on this one is a little different. Look at that. It's not covered with the typical Hobstar, well, I guess we do have them there, but they've left some empty space here. It's not overdone. That's a nice one. And that's up for sale in the shop. Ooh, where's my tea? Oh my goodness, I'm back in the old creaky chair again. I know you guys love that lamp and I'm not selling it. Don't get mad at me. I can't ship that. With the green onyx all up and down. Oh, one more lamp. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. I've got to do these too. Okay, hold on. Whew. I've been running around. I'm telling you what. I'm in the process of getting a new water heater. Ugh. You ever have to do that? I mean, you own a home, you got to do stuff. So I don't rent this, I own it. A lot of people always think, well, you live in an apartment in a city, you rent it. But you know, I never could grasp that for years and years and years. But yes, I need a new water heater. So I can buy the water heater myself, bring it back here in my truck. I can take that one out. I don't want to install the new one. You know, so, but the thing is, oh, you don't want to hear all that. Okay, let's do this. Ugh. Yes, I'm selling it. This is a beauty. Now, bear with me. This type of a shade was made in the 1920s. It's all hand painted on the outside. This is not a reverse painted shade. We're completely smooth on the inside. Sometimes they're reverse painted, means the painting is on the inside. This painting is on the outside. Nothing is flaking off of it. And it is a beauty. Now, this type of a glass shade was not meant for bridge lamp. That's a bridge lamp back there. See the bridge? Yeah? When bridge lamps were made and sold all through the 20s, they had parchment or silk lampshades. They did not have glass. But 90% of the time when I see a bridge lamp in an antique store, someone has always stuck a glass shade on there. And I understand why. Old shades are impossible to find. This is a reproduction and it sells for about $250, this reproduction shade here. So, what was this meant for? This was actually meant to mount on a ceiling in a hallway, an entryway, a doorway, something like that. Or, you know the fitters that would be on here? There could be a fitter on this with a brass cap and then the chain, right? So this can hang. Now, here's a picture of it on a bridge lamp, just to give you an idea what it looks like. If you want to stick it on a bridge lamp, and you've seen this lamp in the corner of my living room before, it is lovely. If you put an amber light bulb in it, you get this warm sort of sunset glow. If you put a incandescent white light bulb in it, it's a little bit brighter. I personally would not go above a 60-watt bulb on this. You're not going to sit down and read the New York Times with this. This is ambient light. Don't stick a 150-watt bulb in here. You won't break the glass, but it'll be too bright. You won't be able to see the beautiful scenery on it. So I'm saying don't go above a 60-watt light bulb just for the look of it. If you don't, you say, well, Scott, I don't have a bridge lamp. Okay, you can go out to one of your craft stores or what, you know, restoration, I guess I shouldn't be naming stores. And you can buy yourself a fitter. That brass fitter will go on top. It has 3 screws. You tighten those 3 screws and you can put a chain on it, put a socket on there. You can do this yourself. Now, you know I've taught you how to rewire lamps. So I'm just selling the shade. You can do with it whatever you'd like to do, but you got to promise me if you are a viewer who buys it, I want you to send me a picture of what you do with it, of how you live with this lamp shade. There it is, 1920s, beautiful, no chips, no cracks. Not sure who made it. Dozens of companies made shades like that in the era of the 1920s. We need to speed this up. 18 minutes in. I'm selling one of my Art Deco picture frames. This one I have to thank Vinny because I walked right by it. And Vinny said, I can't believe you walked right by that. This one, believe the picture size is 8 by 10, and then you've got this decorative black reverse paint here. So your picture, it's so hard. Where am I? So your picture goes in here, and then this is decorative black paint. And a nice brass laurel wreath there. I love it. Okay, with the back, and the easel has not broken. So we've got the easel. Look at this wonderful embossed side. I always think of the 1940s movies, you know, where there's a grand piano and there are all these frames like this on the back of the piano in the 1940s. Do you have a picture of your mother or your grandmother from the 1940s and it's an 8 by 10? That's the frame for you. It is a stunning reverse painted late 30s, 40s Art Deco frame. It's for sale. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh, I hope I get this right. Wait a minute. I've got, what have I got? These are Decagon, these are Octagon plates. I've got 4 of one and 8 of the other. I think I've got 8 of these in a swirly swirl, and I think I've got 4 of these in a quilted diamond. They have 8 sides. They are the same size, probably the same maker. The pink is the same. They're little luncheon salad dessert plates, but the design is different. So I hope I'm remembering that right. There are 4 of these, there are 8 of these. No chips, no cracks on any of them. We don't have utensil marks. They're super clean pink depression plates. Are they showing up? Polished bottoms. These are going to be, again, your Cambridge, your Fostoria, your New Martinsville, you know, that late 30s era. Okay. I've got another set of 4 Blue Willow cups and saucers from Between the Wars. That's that wonderful Japan back stamp there, the black ink underneath the glaze. This is going to be after World War I and obviously before World War II, right in the 30s. Japan made some good quality porcelain Blue Willow in those days, or this is actually a ceramic, or it might be a soft paste porcelain, and but they're nice. There are no chips or cracks. They're not stained. I don't even see all that massive crazing that you usually get, so 4 of those. Ooh, I have 4 plates, Moonstone. These are 8.5-inch plates. If you served dinner to a modern American today on one of these plates, they would probably kick you in the pants because we eat off of these massive 10-inch plates. But our grandparents ate off of much smaller plates. And actually this one at 8.5 inches, I don't remember if Hocking called this their luncheon plate and maybe the 9-inch plate was their dinner, but I guess the point I'm making is plates, as you know, years ago were a lot smaller than they are today. So, serve dinner on it or lunch. It's Anchor Hocking Moonstone, which was made for only a few years during the war, and I've got 4 of these plates. It's beautiful stuff. Now, you didn't see me thrift these, but I did. I was in, I forget which thrift store I was in. And don't pay attention to that clock. I don't even think it's on the right. Caprice, Cambridge. There's no marking on these to tell you that, and I don't collect it. But it was one of Cambridge's most famous patterns, highly collected. There are a lot of people that got this for their weddings back in the Depression era, and a lot of folks are still using this. You say, you know, I would never know that, but let me tell you what, folks. Just, you know, if you want to train, you say good eye. It's not a good eye. I don't have any magic powers, and I don't have very good eyes. It's a matter of sit down one night and say, okay, I'm going to look up Cambridge, and I'm going to find out what were their 3 most popular patterns. Yeah? And the colors in which that pattern came. Going to memorize it. All right? Now I'm going to look at it again the next night, and then the next night. And one of these days you're going to be in a thrift shop and you're going to go, oh, I know what that is. And even if you can't remember, you're going to buy it anyway and then get home and say, yes, I knew it. That's really how I learn. And that's how you can learn as well. So that's the pattern, and these are 2 iced tea tumblers. Now what I was able to do very quickly in the store is look them up, because the store was asking, I think, $3 each for these. But these iced tea stems can sell for, take a look at that. Now I'm showing you the pictures, but I don't remember what the prices are, but you can see. What you're looking at right there are the prices that, not what somebody was asking, but what they actually sold for. Yeah? Very important. Okay, so in the store, I quickly, in my looking up, said Cambridge, ice, blue, not Cascade, whatever this pattern is, I just forgot it that quick. Caprice. And they popped up. That's why I bought them for $3 each, because I knew I could throw them on there and these will go to somebody. They might sit for a day or 2 or a week or 2, but they will go because somebody needs a couple of iced tea glasses in that pattern. 2 more things, no, 3 more things, and then we're done. A mixing bowl, custard in color, and it glows like the 4th of July and New Year's Eve combined. It's got uranium in it. Yes, you can make cookies in it. You'll be just fine. A lot of times these are marked on the bottom, as you know. This one has nothing on it. So, and that little dimple in there, you see that? Some of the mixers, the base had a, this is so that, it has to do with the electric mixer that it sits on, and the beaters go around it. So this came with an electric mixer in the 30s. There was Magic Maid and Mixmaster and Hamilton Beach and is it Dormeyer or whatever? Lots of them. But beautiful custard color, and look at what it looks like when you turn the lights out. Woohoo! So you can turn the lights out, put your black light on, and make your Halloween cookies in this. No chips, no cracks, little tiny roughness here and there. It's a mixing bowl. Big heavy one. And look at these cuteness overload. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go through all of them at the same, well, I can't hold them all up at the same time. We have a collection of the Lefton Easter animals or springtime animals, which includes the 2 angry chickens. I love these things because they look really mad. Do they not? Man, they look like they've been locked out of the barn house for the night. Yeah. So these are 2 different poses. These are the 2 chicks. Okay, it's 2 different molds and 2 different poses. He is perfect. Not one of those little fingers or whatever a chicken has is chipped off. Whatever they scratch with. And his little nose is perfect. This little guy, he picked his nose right there. Something happened. All right, fix him up. So we've got the 2 mad chicks. And these are the ones that are the most common. I find the chicks and I find the bunny. Here's Bunny that goes with them. He looks mad too. And no ears were broken, but the poor thing did lose his leg and it was re-glued, and there's a tiny little chip on the back. The nice thing about this bunny is the damage is on the back, and you display him that way, so you don't really actually see the damage on the back. All right, so we have one slightly damaged bunny, one slightly damaged chick. But wait, that's not all. To go with them, we have two more animals, which I almost dropped. I never find these. Never. To go with them, we have the baby lamb and the duck. So they're all about the same size, and you group them all together, and they are wonderful. So there's baby lamb, perfect condition on the lamb, and the duckling is in perfect condition as well. He's got no damage at all on him. I think one of these might have the Lefton sticker on it somewhere. I don't know, but that's who we've got here. So these are wonderful. Chicken, two chickens, I can't hold them both. Bunny, baby lamb, duckling. I'll put a photograph in here so you can see them all lined up. Wouldn't that be great for next Easter, your next Easter display? You know you're going to love it. They're fantastic. And finally, we are going to wrap this one up at 30, going on 30 minutes. Are you still watching? By the way, just in case, I just want to remind you, in case you don't know, I don't choose the commercials. I have no idea how many play or when they play or what the topic is. Sometimes people go, I just watched your video and I'm not watching anymore because there were too many commercials. Well, I can't do anything about, I guess I could do something about that if I turn the commercials off, but whatever the commercials are, they just, they just come on, and they come on when they come on, and I don't pick or choose them. Just in case you didn't know. You know what? There I was in the store. I walked away from it, and I said, I cannot leave him. So we had to go back and get him. This is wonderful 1960s tacky. That's kind of, that soft plastic. Excuse me. And he's not sticky. If there was a smoker, this would probably be sticky and then caked with dust. It's clean. Everything is there on this chick. And let me tell you what, I looked him up on the internet. He is made by, I can't see it. He is created by the Reliance Trading Corporation of America. I found very little information about the Reliance Trading Corporation of America. I found one Christmas item for sale by the company, nothing else listed and nothing else sold. I was shocked. I thought this would be a very common item, but there are none out there. This is the only one on the internet right now on eBay that I know of. And for a lot of us, decorations are like old friends, aren't they? We unpack them every year, and it's enjoyable to do that. And then we pack them away and we bring them back out year after year, and we pass them down in the family. He was too good to leave behind, so chicory chick, chala chala.
Everybody, chicory chick, chala chala. Check-a-la-roly in a banana, bolliga, can't you see? Chicory chick is me.
There he is. Okay, so he is up for sale. I think that's it. And I went through everything in 32 minutes. Okay, any questions? Feel free to ask me in the description box below this video, and I will gladly write back to you. Okay, now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about this water heater. And I hope you guys have a nice, lovely, cool weekend no matter where you are. 97 degrees in Philly tomorrow. Where's my beach chair? I'm Scott from the Old Curiosity Shop, saying thanks for watching. Wait for Salem the cat. So long for now.